Hello and welcome to today's video where we're going to be playing Reddit or Give John Credit. So basically what's going to happen is I'm going to read stories to Alex and Sarah, and it's their job to figure out if I'm telling the truth or if I'm lying. So I've got a couple stories I'm going to tell them, and at the end we'll give the final score and we'll see who wins. Alright, so let's start off strong. So, go ahead.
I was gonna say we don't know if they're 100%. They're true. That's true.
I had to,
It's what
yeah.
people put on
For some of them, I did have to change the wording. Otherwise, it would have been kind of obvious which ones were real because there were some words that I would never have used. All right. So the first one, starting off strong, is the title is "I used to masturbate to skunks." Before I knew about sex or what it was like to be attracted to someone, I would think about skunks spraying me, playing in the trash can, playing in the mud, etc. It's kind of funny to me how my mind went to dirty stuff not related to sex in any way before I actually knew what the actual act was. No worries, though. I grew out of it as soon as I learned more. Is that true or false?
How did you find my post?
It was the first one. I was like, wow.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'm popping off on Twitter or Reddit. Yeah. I'm going to be... See, there's half of me that thinks there's no way John could come up with that, but there's the other half of me that knows John. So the question is,
and the fact that like we are very into animals that some people may consider dirty,
like raccoons.
Do I like skunks though? I like raccoons, but do I like skunks?
Yeah.
I like.
You know how they say research is me search. John writing these.
Who says that?
Really writing about all these fetishes. Everyone says
that's
research.
The first time I've ever heard that.
Are you kidding me? Obviously,
no.
You are.
I'm not even capping you.
All right, I'm pushing you for an answer.
Obviously.
I'm gonna say real.
I think it's true.
Real from Reddit.
So you think they're both from Reddit, and I did not write them?
Yeah.
You're both correct.
Wait,
I did not write that one. What?
He said both of our answers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
yeah,
that was
true.
From Reddit. I don't remember who wrote it, but
for one.
1-1 now. Okay, the second one is titled "I overfeed my friend's dog." I know I shouldn't. He's probably on a very strict dietary regimen, and maybe I'm screwing with his chakras or something. But he's such a good boy, and he doesn't seem to mind.
I'm going to go with John wrote that because chakras sounds like something he wouldn't write, so he probably wrote it to make it sound.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And
it doesn't seem like insanely bad.
That seems like something John might do.
Yeah,
this is a horsehair. This isn't a people hair.
Yeah, John has probably overfed his friend's dog before.
That's probably true.
How's Kiba looking?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I say John says that.
You both think I wrote it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I did not write that one. I got that one from Reddit. Someone overfeeds a friend's dog.
Really?
Yep. You really think I would use the word chakras?
I thought you were using it to be like to throw us off the scent.
No,
yeah,
I did not
that seems like
something
you do. That tracks.
Do dogs have chakras?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have chakras?
Obviously.
What are chakras?
I have no idea. Well, I didn't write that one.
Yeah, it's a thing. So it's just like your vertebrae?
I don't know.
No. It's your cerebral.
Cerebral's
third
up
eye
here.
vertebrae. Yeah, it starts.
No, the third eye's down there.
And then here. And then here.
Get it?
And then here.
All right, anyway, so the third one I have is called "I had an addiction to lemons." Starts with, when I was 13, I had an addiction to eating lemons entirely, the entire thing. My mom had to call a doctor because she was concerned about the quality of lemons that I would eat daily.
The quality of lemons?
Wait, so
quantity. Sorry, quantity.
I was going to say, she wasn't concerned that you were eating
quantity. It's quantity.
You're not eating the right lemons, you piece of shit.
It's quantity.
They're not. These aren't organic.
Gross. No, I'm going with
I say
let's do it on 3. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. John wrote it.
John, I already said
I did write that
you
one.
Copied off me. Okay.
I wrote that.
I said it first.
No,
the record will show I said it first.
No, wrong.
All right, we've got another
you're gonna
one.
edit it, and I'm gonna look ridiculous.
I had sex at my old high school. Me and my boyfriend and I didn't have anywhere to be freaky, and we noticed while walking.
My boyfriend and I hope you didn't write that.
There was a private area behind the dumpster that was fenced in. There was also a security camera. I rode dick behind a dumpster in front of a security camera behind my old high school. Honestly, just praying they don't recognize us.
It's that little last bit that gives me honestly just praying that they don't recognize us. Because I feel like that's a very, I don't know, because there's that, I'm going to go with
I think
real.
that's real.
Both with real?
Yeah.
Yep, that one I also got from
Okay.
Reddit. That
Okay.
one's
Yeah.
funny. I had to change a couple of the words in there.
Yeah, I kind of.
It worked. All right, the next one is called simply, "My parents have seen my cock." Let me start this story by saying that I am an avid sleepwalker. I walk around the house constantly at night, and usually it's not a problem. However, one time I took my pants off one time while sleepwalking and walked into my parents' room. I woke up in time to see my parents staring at my uncovered penis. Worst moment ever.
I'm going to go back to research's
I think
research.
you wrote it.
I think this is a John, because I feel like John has done similar things in his life.
I did write it.
don't know.
I haven't ever done anything like that, but yeah, I did write that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But that would be a terrifying, because you never know what you're doing in your sleep. Like,
Yeah.
you could say some evil, like, jacked up shit, and you would never know.
I once
ran
punched
into a
Lauren
dresser
Greenleaf when we were at a horse thing, and we were sharing a bed, and I punched her because I thought she was Grant.
So this one's pretty short and sweet. So we've got, there's no title to this one. There's another one that doesn't have a title as well. It's just, "Cops and journalists are just about the worst people today. On par with Hitler, in my opinion."
Yes, I'm going with John wrote it.
Yeah,
You can't go back. You can't go back. You can't go back.
I'm going real. I guess I'm
No.
real.
Okay, I'm going John. I'm going John.
It was real. I didn't write that.
Fuck.
I pull
5-4
ahead.
now.
I choked
Right.
that. I gave that to you.
All right, this one's called, "I stole money from my friend's younger disabled brother." It's kind of brutal. About 12 years ago, in the midst of my crack addiction, I was staying with a childhood friend while visiting my home. He has a little brother, and at the time he was around 13 years old, sorry. They had a garage sale, and Ty, the little brother, had made around $50. He had it in a wallet and left the wallet on the counter in the kitchen. He has learning disabilities and memory problems. I was crashing hard. I took the money but left the wallet. Did I write that?
Shout out to that guy. He left the wallet. What a great guy.
Did I write that?
I think you wrote it.
I'm gonna go with it's real. I feel like that's too specific. The whole like learning disability, like I don't know.
All right, what do you got? I'm probing for the final answer.
I'm gonna go with real.
You went with real, and you went with I made it, Sarah?
Yeah.
That one was real. Someone else wrote that.
It is all
I would never do that. I would never even write about that.
Wait, are you saying the ones that are not real are ones that you would do then?
Let's see. I mean, yeah, so far. I'd probably eat a whole lemon. Although we'll get into it later. All right, this one is the other one that does not have
your
the
next
title
video.
on it.
Eat a lemon. I eat a lemon like
that.
an apple, not clickbait.
I'd watch it.
All right, once again, this one does not have a title. It's literally just, I once jerked off to Sonic the Hedgehog and my brother walked in on me.
I feel whether or not you wrote that has happened to people.
That's true. That's definitely probably happened.
Like,
did I find it on Reddit or did I just write it?
Okay, because there's the Venn diagram of people who have their brothers like walk in on them and people who jerk off to Sonic, and there's enough in both of those categories that there has to be some overlap. But I'm gonna go with John.
I wrote it?
Yeah.
Sarah?
I think it's real.
Is that your final answer?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, I wrote that one. It probably has happened to somebody, but I did write that one.
That Venn diagram, there are children in the middle.
It's definitely happened. All right, this one has a title. This one's called Squanching Gone Wrong.
Ew.
While squanching once in my bedroom closet, I passed out.
What is squanching?
Oh, I mean, if you want to know, you can just like look it up somewhere, I'm sure. Do you not know what it is?
I've heard it before, but it
sounds like neither of you do?
No.
God damn. All right, well.
Could you tell us?
It's when you jerk off while you like suffocate yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so while squanching once in my bedroom closet, I passed out from a lack of oxygen. When I woke back up in my bed. Turns out my dad had come home from work and found me passed out. He must have taken the tie off me and carried me to my bed. We still haven't talked about it.
Oh, that is so painful. If that's real, you can never talk about that.
That's true.
That's
I would
just,
never bring that up.
you have to
I'm
take
going
that
real.
to your
Pretend like
grave.
it didn't happen
You have to
again.
take that to your absolute grave. I'm gonna go with Sarah.
I'm going real.
Real.
Are you on your phone right now?
No, I'm picking off nail polish.
Uh-huh. That's
My
what it
phone
looks
is over
like to
here.
all like professors in Zoom. Because no matter where you're looking, professors can assume you're on your phone. But I'm gonna
I'll
go with
just like
real as
You're both going with real?
sit like
Mhm.
this. Yeah.
That is wrong. I made that one up. That one
You
I
made
made
that
up on
up.
my own. Yeah.
Really?
We
Really?
should have known by the fact that you were so
Yeah,
Adamant about
I know. As soon as
upset
squatching.
that
I
we
was
didn't
like
know.
talking about it, I was like, that might have just given it away, but I guess not.
Yeah.
I went through my head, but I was like, nah, Reddit's a dark place. There's a lot of stuff
Yeah,
There's a
that's
lot
true.
of
going
squatching.
on there.
Once again, that's probably one that's happened to somebody, but
Especially
that's-
because,
did
like,
not
for
find
me,
that
that
one.
makes sense because I have to ask you guys
Wait,
like,
what?
what stuff is like all
Oh.
the time.
Oh,
But
I was gonna say,
yeah,
whoa.
not for me. That makes
Whoa.
sense.
Really?
No.
Yeah, squatching, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
No. Like, I have to get stuff explained to me all the time. But you,
Sorry.
Okay, here we
No,
go.
it's all
Next
right.
one
that's all.
has the title of In high school during lunch, I took a huge shit on a school stage. I had access because I was in band and I knew how to sneak in. It just came over me one time and it was dark and creepy down there. So I squatted middle of stage and let it go. I always wonder who came across it first, and would love to see how they reacted. I probably would have been expelled. I really like that one.
I, once again, like, what kind of twisted shit has to have happened in your past for you to take
Real.
a fat one?
Well, it
I'm
was
gonna go
somewhat
with
dark
real.
and creepy. You both going with real?
I'm going with it.
Yeah, that one's real. I did not
Okay.
write that one.
John did not do that one in 8th grade.
John's not a band
No,
kid. He would
I
never.
don't have the balls to do that one. All right, this one is called I Stole My Friend's Final Essay. This one's kind of brutal. Back in my junior year of high school, I had this really smart friend who at the time I was mad at. We had this huge paper that was like 30% of our final grade for our class, and I hadn't done it yet. I always would have him send me his so I could see what a good paper looked like. However, this time when he sent me his, I took his name off of it and put my name on it. When I turned it in his mind, I told him that I asked him if he would write another one. He was beyond enraged, but he did it and got it on time. We both got A's.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm gonna go with you wrote that, but how can you be friends with someone after that? Have you done that,
And
John?
if I stole your essay, would you be mad?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm
I
saying
mean,
it's real.
I would be disappointed in you, but like I
Dude,
don't
I
know.
would
For some
literally
reason, I can
smack
see
a
it
bitch
happen.
if I spent like
Wait.
hours doing an essay and then someone just swapped names and turned it in. I'd be like, dude, for real?
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's real.
You're saying it's
No.
real, Alex?
I'm gonna go John.
I wrote that one. That one did not happen. Thankfully.
I'm kind of
I mean,
killing
once
it.
again, kind of
I'm
sure
kinda
it
killing
probably
it.
happened.
Oh
All right,
yeah,
this
that's
is
definitely happening.
this is the last one that I have for today. It's called Fire Alarm.
Oh no.
This was in like fourth
This
grade.
sounds like you're about to do like a spoken word poem. This is Fire Alarm.
This one again.
Slam poetry.
This was in like fourth grade. We were lined up outside music class, and me and this little kid were standing by the fire alarm. I don't think we'd ever spoken before that day. I started laying into him about pulling the fire alarm. I have no clue why. Come on, do it. Do it. It'll be so funny. Don't
Do
be a
it,
baby.
pussy.
Just pull it. It was basically straight out of an anti-drug advert, and I was the big bad guy. He pulls it, and immediately every teacher is walking out of their classroom and looking straight at this poor fucker. Everyone knew it was him. But of course, we still had to go outside. On my way inside, I see him being pulled by my teacher, and she sees me and grabs me too. He had ratted me out. Did you tell him to pull the fire alarm? No, ma'am. I said, don't pull it. He must have misheard me. I'm pretty sure she didn't believe me, but ultimately it was my word against his. And he was the one who got caught pulling it, so she let me go. He got suspended for like 4 days, and I remember him looking very pathetic when he returned. He never talked to me again.
Pathetic. I feel, once again, Oh God, that's something you cannot get past.
And there's some detail there.
But also, that's on that dumbass kid for pulling a fire alarm.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I don't know why you do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do drugs, kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with real though.
You're going with real?
Yeah.
Both
Real.
real?
I think I've already won at this point. It's no biggie.
All right. It was in fact real. I did not.
Let's
get that.
go. Did you have the final score by any chance?
Oh, I do have the final score. Sarah, what do you think you got if you had to guess?
Alex -1.
No.
Oof.
You
I
got
was only
Alex
one
minus
behind
2.
Yeah, you were
9
2
to
behind.
7.
No.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
You
No,
got
I
2
was
in a row
beating him
wrong
for a
at one
second.
point.
No.
No.
And then you
Yeah,
got
but
2 in a row.
it
and I got 2 in
leveled
a
up.
row.
Sorry. Everyone give a round of
Also-
applause to Alex for
Hose
winning by 2.
man.
Alex
Hose
wins by
man.
2. Congratulations,
No,
everybody.
because I was ahead by 1, and then he went
All right,
up,
we'll do a quick VAR check.
and then we both got it.
Your
Says
VAR
Alex
check,
wins.
Alex wins by 2.
What is this?
By 2.
VAR.
Are we voguing? That's all, folks.